So today I'm going to bring you along for a little forestry, and we're going to use the drone to do a quick survey of all of the dead and dying trees on the stand. So one very unexpected benefit of the drone, it is almost the perfect, surveying tool for forestry, because what used to take me hours of walking in the forest and looking, and I couldn't really see the canopy in the dense portions of the stand, I can quickly fly over and survey with the drone by looking down and seeing all of the dead and dying and then going right directly to it and dealing with it. So I started in the northeast corner of the property, and this might be a 2-day process or so, but we'll get as far as we can today. I'll be working the property and then dealing with the trees that we find as need be. So here I've identified the very first one. It's pretty easy to differentiate because you can see that it's all brown. It's not green like the rest of them, obviously. So what I'll do is I'll hover the drone over it, and because I'm using a Phantom 4 because it's tied into the GPS system, once I park it, it will just stay there autonomously, and then it helps me to find the trees. That way we'll just drive right to it. So I'll just take the remote here and hook it onto a carabiner on the door, and off we go. So what we've got here, this is a white fir, grand fir, 2 grand firs here. I always liked these 2 trees. They were kind of how they twisted around each other. This one here is dying. Still got some green leaves or some green needles on the lower section, but it's doomed, I can tell from the top of it. So there's not really a lot of risk of this one coming down on any of the kids or on us when we're out skiing or working in the forest. So I'm not going to take this one down today. There's other trees that are bigger priority. I'm just going to label it here, and then we'll come back this spring. We'll be using the killer tree labeling. And that just, everyone in the household knows that just to keep an eye on things, and that is a potential dangerous tree. It's a shame. I don't know why so many of them are sick and dying, if it was the drought or what it was, but here's number 1. It's sad. So let's send back or launch the drone and see if we'll move on to the next one. So this is the first, I think this is the first Doug that we've lost that I remember. It's strange. It's such a healthy tree. This is an area that I thinned, oh, probably 4 years ago. And it was one of the, one of my hand selected quality, healthy trees, and it's not made it either. It doesn't have any green left on it. It's sad. It's pretty sound. Certainly not coming down anytime soon. I can see a lot of needle cast around here. That's also kind of a telltale sign. Walking through the snow, you can look and see which ones are casting red needles. And you can pretty much tell even in a dense canopy where they're you can't see the tops, but that's a shame. Now on to the next one. That one's a grand fir. Yeah, this grand fir it's doomed, it's dead. Check for soundness. Can hear the hollowness of it. Of the trees I looked at today, this one's certainly the worst. That's a good sized tree. I hate to lose one that big. We'll yeah, that's really hollow. That's a dangerous tree right there. This one's going to have to come down soon. I don't think I'm going to take any trees down today. I might just do them, maybe we'll do them tomorrow, depending on the weather. It's starting to snow and wind's starting to get kicking up a little bit. This one here is going to take some care, going to need some care too. It's already got mushrooms and things growing on it. It's been dead a while. You can see that. Pretty good sized tree though. It's probably 18 at the butt or at the bowl. Boy, this tractor just couldn't be better for this forestry type of work. Four-wheel drive is just unstoppable. I haven't even had to lock the differentials on it. It's wide and it's low, powerful 60 horse. The cab's not too high. It's really compact. It gets underneath all the branches. Everything I've trimmed up about, that's up. I tried to trim them up about 18, 20 feet. Some of the lower stuff, maybe 12, but it just goes underneath and I don't have to rub on the branches. And boy, it's just it's like a portable toolbox. All right, well, it's really starting to snow now. I'm going to cut the video off here. I've got to rest of the day I got to go down and check out the rest of the trees, but I can't fly the drone anymore, and it's just getting too cold and too wet for the camera equipment. So we'll see you guys on the next one. So if you're living in a cold climate and you're considering looking at a tractor and you're on the fence whether you should get one with a cab or not a cab, go with the cab. Go with the cab. It sure is tragic to see all these trees getting sick and dying. I've been pretty lucky. A very small percentage of my stand is sick and dying, but some of the neighbors have a lot more trouble. But I try to manage it, and I've really worked hard to grow it, or to help it to grow healthy. That I think it pays off. But do what we can and leave the rest in God's hands. So, if you like this sort of video, if you like the forestry videos, you can show support by leaving a comment and by clicking a thumbs up on that. It really helps the channel. It helps it get distributed and helps lots of people see it. And it's a way that you can contribute, and it's a way that you can say thank you. And it means a lot to me. I really appreciate that. If you'd like to see more of these, I'll be working in the forest for next few days or so. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you'd like to see, or if you like it, or if you don't like it. Or remember that I read the comments, and oftentimes I take cues from suggestions that come from you guys. So I really appreciate it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.